Hi, welcome back. This lesson is part of the Momentum Academy Bubble.io bootcamp, where we're learning how to design and build user-centered apps from the ground up. You can find more lessons by subscribing or following the link to the playlist below. Now that we've looked at user research and competitor analysis, we're going to move into the next stage, UX testing or usability testing. Usability testing is a method of testing the functionality of a website, app, or other digital product by observing real users as they attempt to complete tasks on it. It's not bug testing or quality assurance or user acceptance testing. Instead, it's part of the UX process where we try to understand whether people can actually use the app the way we intended, or if they're finding their own paths instead. Here's one of my favourite examples, and it really sums up the point. We design a path that we think users will take. It's planned, structured, and looks great on paper, but when people actually use the product, they often cut across the grass and make their own shortcut. That's the route that feels most natural to them. Usability testing helps us see those shortcuts. It reminds us that we shouldn't assume our design makes sense to people just because it makes sense to us. Let's look at a few examples. Imagine you designed your app for desktop users, but when you test it, you discover that most people prefer to complete tasks on mobile. Or maybe you built an app for recording family stories, expecting each person to record their own memories. But in reality, it's usually one family member who drives the whole process. There are countless examples like this where our core assumptions turn out to be completely wrong. So how do we validate our ideas? We run usability tests. The main goal of a usability test is to uncover the user's pain points, the places where they get stuck, confused, or frustrated. We want to understand where the experience breaks down and how it can be improved. For example, think about when you're using an app and you're trying to find the billing page to downgrade a subscription or the settings screen to update your email. These are simple, universal tasks, yet so many apps make them difficult to find. If those companies had run usability tests, they might have seen that people spent several minutes searching for these screens and realized that their navigation didn't make sense. That's what usability testing helps us identify, what actually causes friction for users. There are a few ways to run these tests. You can use a live version of your app, or if you're still in the design phase, you can use a Figma prototype. A Figma prototype looks like a real app, but is made up of clickable screens that let users move through the design. You can also sit with someone in person or run a test remotely using a screen sharing tool. Some platforms even record the user's screen so you can see exactly where they clicked and how long they took on each step. During these sessions, you'll often find things like users being unable to locate a feature in the navigation, getting stuck on a page with no way to go back, or failing to progress through onboarding because too much information is requested up front. Meanwhile, all they really wanted was to reach a key feature and try it out. To make sure your testing runs smoothly, it helps to create a simple usability test plan. You don't need anything complicated. Just decide how many people you'll test, what questions you want answered, and which tasks they'll try to complete. Then find a few users from your target audience and observe how they interact with the product. The most important thing is not to lead the user. Don't explain the app, don't guide them, and don't hint at where things are. Let them explore naturally, because that's how you'll discover the real usability issues. If they struggle to find a feature or get lost during onboarding, that's valuable feedback, not a failure. Also remember Jacob's Law. Users spend most of their time on other sites or in other apps. That means they expect yours to work in a similar way. So if most apps have navigation on the left, user settings in the top right, and the logo linking to the home page, it's usually best to follow those same patterns. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. If we move things around for the sake of being different, we risk confusing our users. That's what usability testing is really about, making sure our product feels familiar, intuitive, and easy to use, not just to us as designers, but to real people seeing it for the first time. So, as you design your own app, remember to test early and often. Watch real users interact with your product and learn from what they do, not just what they say. Thanks for listening. In the next lesson, we'll summarise the main takeaways from our UX theory module. I'll see you there.